As frustrating as it may be to have these hearings going on behind closed doors, the hearings over which Congressman Schiff is presiding, they are consistent with the rule.
That was Judge Andrew Napolitano basically hitting back against Republican complaints that the impeachment inquiries are so unfair because they've been held in secret. So now on Wednesday, a group of Republicans charged into the SCIF, or Sensitive Compartmented Information Facility, in order to stage a defense of Donald Trump. So they complained about the hearings. Oh, they're too secret. They're too unfair to the president. And so you need to come out with it. It needs to be public, and it needs to be public right now. But that's not how things are done. Now, interestingly enough, them barging into that was something that Trump greatly approved of, and also, as we've learned, he had helped organize beforehand. So now the Republicans, they busted in the room. They had their electronic devices, cell phones, which you're not supposed to have, maybe to take video, and of course, they allowed Democrats to let them sit in. But there's a good majority of Republicans that were already cleared to access the depositions and even be in there. But one of them, Matt Gaetz, was not allowed to be in there. So now, by the way, here's the thing. So now they're talking about the secrecy rules that Democrats operate under, right? And they're complaining about it. How dare you? You're hiding it from the American people. Why would you just make up these arbitrary, ridiculous rules in order to keep Republicans out? So unfair. Well, the irony is that these rules were actually passed into existence by Republicans. Oops. So now, make no mistake here, Napolitano is deeply conservative, right? But he also takes time to not only understand the law, but also to read the law. Take a look.
So let me tell you what I did for you, Kilmeade. I read the House rules.
Okay.
And as frustrating as it may be to have these hearings going on behind closed doors, the hearings over which Congressman Schiff is presiding, they are consistent with the rules.
They can make any rules they want.
Well, they can't change the rules. They follow the rules. And when were the rules written? Last? In January of 2015. And who signed them? John Boehner. And who enacted them? A Republican majority. So
what do the rules say?
The rules say that this level of inquiry, this initial level of inquiry, can be done in secret. I want to watch it. I am dying to see if John Ratcliffe's cross-examination of Ambassador Taylor was as aggressive and successful as Republicans claim it is. John Ratcliffe is a former serious trial lawyer who knows how to cross-examine. We didn't get to see it.
All right, so first of all, I love it. You can just make up any rules that you want. No, you can't make up those rules. Those rules, you have to follow the rules. As simple as that, right? And what the Democrats are doing are simply following the rules. But it's not. But it happens to be Matt Gaetz and these Republicans, these pro-Trump Republicans, that are not following the rules and then complaining about rules that they themselves had already passed. And so, I mean, this is both ironic and hilarious. So now, part of the video that I don't have is Ainsley Earhardt, right? Now, she said this. This is after Napolitano had said that these are not the impeachment hearings. And that's very important. This is the impeachment inquiry. It's where they get, where they basically interview people and decide whether or not they're going to actually introduce formal articles of impeachment, which would lead to public impeachment hearings. Okay? So now, Napolitano said the impeachment hearings have to be held in public by the House Judiciary Committee. This is the initial interview of witnesses to see what they have to say. Now, Ainsley Earhardt said this, quote, and they will continue to go on and on until they find something on the president. Now, Napolitano replied to that by saying this, quote, that's what police and prosecutors do. Oh. Now, he continued by saying they come to a conclusion that the person is probably guilty, and then they look for evidence to support or negate that. That's what Congressman Schiff is doing, and he's following the rules, as frustrating as those rules are. That is absolutely true. But I love the attempt at spin by Ainsley. Well, wow. I mean, they're just gonna keep looking for something until they find it. Yeah, that's kind of what they do. I mean, that's their job when they're actually trying to do oversight of the president. And it's also something that Republicans had done during the Clinton investigations and during Benghazi, Fast and Furious. I mean, all the different supposed Obama scandals that happened during the last administration. They did all that under these rules. And of course, the bigger irony here is that, again, they created these rules likely as a way to do investigations about Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama during the last administration. This is stacked with irony, man. So much. It's like an onion. You peel one layer off, you get another. Except at this point, it's kind of a rotten onion. But it's wonderful how there's at least one person on Fox News who, look, again, we don't agree on policy, but this person actually takes the time to read and know the law. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a patreon.com/TYTNation set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent progressive media.